Just another recording. It'll probably be downloaded on YouTube or Facebook and every single other social thing that I can get it out on, and that way everyone that sees it and watches it and doesn't do anything about it can become a target, and that's my job. So this is new work done by probably Donna and Brenda, Gary's family, Terry's family, I don't know, every single person that I've been around in life that has been targeting me, dismembering me, selling me, all the way from child, baby, pedophile porn, all the way to letting men just sit there and play with my vagina my whole life. So that their girlfriends, that some of them are not faithful, but you women are trying to cover it up with those doctors and seeing what that stupid dumb piece of shit will believe. I don't feel so stupid now. I mean, I don't feel stupid because you guys are using some heavy narcotics and drugs on me. So, no. All this, that is done because you guys are jealous of me. And whoever's got their hands in that pocket that you think doing this to my life is going to grant you something, it's going to grant you everything you deserve. Every single thing for doing this to people. This is new. This is new. The lines here, you can tell they're constantly changing, because usually that right there, they just nip and tuck around your face, try to make it look of something that's not. All this has been pulled up through here. You can tell. But I still. And this is because genetically I'm more beautiful than them and I'm a better person. So what they did, because of my own family's wealth, is they had these women bash, and the men bash me and my brother in the head, in the skull, and they implanted things into our head, and my whole back of my head is flat. It's almost like completely cut off. Now, all that skin is pushed forward, along with your ears and your tunneling, your muscle tissues and stuff. They take out what they want. It causes flabby skin, along with the ballooning that they use underneath your skin, and they push it up and fuse it. Arkansas has people that's coming in and out and doing this. It's probably the Mexicans that are here, which I'm making sure that you guys can definitely trace everything along why they're earning their future through what they're doing to me, and the places that this has been done, and around the people that it has been done. And yes, I know that family will not make it, and they're probably marked with red hair because they're demons, or even worse. See this, my chin, that's all. My lips, that's Mexican. They stepped in and got involved in something my mom said they're going to wish they had never had. And they're going to end up in the same shoes that they put me in. I've done my feet again. I have one of my pinky toes that looks like the skin on it's been twisted completely around. There is an incision that goes completely around, and the indention that goes in between my toes has also been surgically manipulated. So you guys keep an eye on your toes and stuff, especially if you're being handed the short end of the stick and you're being the one that's being the victim and not the receiver of being upgraded. But they're hurting those people too. They're attacking them. They're tired of people ripping other people's bodies apart because they do it. It's not even their money. But I'm a reflection of what someone out there that's having this done to me feels about herself. And she thinks she got her boyfriend or dad's or her uncles to hurt me, or, you know, misguided. She's a pathetic pathological liar. She's been told that she has to lie about her whole entire life and make up shit on people. And she's got a contract out on her, and she's not going to make it. And it's mostly because of this, what they're having done to me, and money. That's the new work they put on me. This is what they do to my family because of jealousy. I'm here taking notes today, and I know that the RICO and a lot of the malpractice that's been done on us, and Kathy and her families, and running the illegal cosmetic black market part, they are also involved in child trafficking, child porn, and child rape. They do that shit too, because these people were around me and they were doing it to me when I was being passed off as a teenager. And our sisters have it done to people. So now, you know, the women are having people raped. They don't really care. It's not them. And as you can see, all the burn all around my lip. It always does this. Every time they put color on it or nip and tuck my lips, pull it. They took more out of my nose, my toes. My belly button this time, they left it bloody and scabbed up. I go in there too. But this is slow progress, and slow. I mean, they've been doing it really fast here in this town. I sleep in a tent, and I try not to leave myself exposed, but people do. They will come into your tent and drag you out of it while you're unconscious. They will use chloroform. They'll put stuff in your food. They make sure that you're completely incapacitated. Or they'll put something like in a joint, like if you're trying to use marijuana for medication to calm, you know, you being pretty much ripped apart and raped and traumatized. And you're trying to use something other than pharmaceuticals, which they also use to incapacitate you and hurt you. But that's what they've done. You can't, I mean, it's pretty bad what they've done to my navel in there. And it is stuck. So whatever they did to fuse that inside, it's fused to something inside of me. And that's where they inject a lot of the black market fat inside of your body. And what it does is it causes diabetes, and it causes a lot of medical problems. That way, that'll kill you faster. And they can give you medications to take from the pharmaceutical companies that basically are contaminating our medications here for the Middle Easterns and the Germans for genocide from this country. And that's just one of them, one of the things they're doing. You can't really test, you can't trust the genetic testing facilities in this country either, because they are swapping DNA and shit like that there. And you can store an entire country, a population in one of those buildings with just a little vial. And what they're doing is they're passing people off to have a lot of money and then they're killing them, but they're keeping their DNA and stuff there so that they can go back and pretend that they're them. The genetic testing facilities are being bribed and paid to, oh, okay, you're a butt fuck ugly fucking Spanish or redhead, and you're just butt fucking ugly, and oh, you've had surgeries, and you want whose DNA? Oh, that one? If you're going to claim you're her, basically, that's what they're doing. It's genetic testing facilities. So you can't even test those motherfuckers. They need to be fucking blown up. Because of getting involved like that. And they are doing it for the oil companies. And pieces of shit in Colombia. Because Colombia, the Middle Easterns are basically the reason why we're getting cut and chopped apart. They did bribe the Germans, and the Germans basically are trying to kill off the Mexicans through acting like they give them jobs, and they wanted to see what they would do for me and my family's money. And him and the Middle Easterns, they had already premeditated hurting most of the people of that race anyway, because of how they don't protect their children from being sex slaves. They sell their children into that crap. They don't protect other people's children, or even try to be within a civil society. They act and they hurt and they try to take things that don't belong to them. And they've shown throughout history that they can't and they don't know how to change. So these Middle Easterns figured, well, what we'll do is we'll see what they do to rape and rip apart other people for their body parts. And blame them for crimes against humanity and genocide them out. And this is what they've been taught to do to people. This is how they use their time and their talent. And this does have a lot to do with Jack Gorham. He likes to do this because he knows that the race that he's doing this for isn't good enough. So he knows he's going to allow them to be killed. He just didn't tell them. He just likes to use them. And he does use retards because they're easy to manipulate. But yeah, this is, I can give you every single name and person of who's done this to my life and my mom's, and how they're using it. And yes, how they're getting to my body too. But you guys having a good day.